Hi, good morning. I messed up a little bit there. Hi, I'm Joe Van Doren, and welcome to our Virtues Pick for today. We are having a great word to really start the week off with, and that word is that virtue that we're going to focus on for today, especially, is perceptiveness. So let's read the description first, and we'll talk about it a little bit. So, perceptiveness is clarity of insight, it is being observant of what is beneath the surface and looking for the deeper meaning. When we are perceptive, our understanding is intuitive and discerning. We slow down into awareness. We perceive the nuances of meaning in an idea or situation. We strive to see what is truly going on. We are thoughtful and considerate. Above all, we offer others the gift of feeling heard and understood. We are mirrors to their souls. So, what a great word, right? And as we go into the week and there's choices to be made and decisions to be made, we want to have that discernment of what is best for us. We want to be perceptive so that we can see the whole picture, and we can and use our perceptiveness with in dealing with others. And so, whether it's with our children or with people at our workplace or with our other family members, we want to understand really what is going on, the depth of it, the inside, not just the surface things that are happening. And so, this is especially true when we're dealing with children, but it's also true with people just in general. So, for instance, someone was I was talking to was talking about how a worker that they had was giving them some problems, and all they could see and talk about were all the issues and problems that the person was creating or had created for themselves, and the impact that it was having on the business. And while all of those things are critical and they're important for to be looked at, the first question that came to my mind was, I'm wondering what's going on for this person. What is it that's happening in their life that things have changed or things are different now than they were, a few weeks ago. And as it turns out, the person's mate, their partner, was having some problems, and this person was worried about it, and the problems that they were having was influencing the whole family. It was influencing the children, and so the children were acting in ways that they hadn't acted before. And so this particular person had a lot on their mind, and work was, I don't want to say work was second place, but there were, when family matters come up, the family issues almost always take precedence over whatever employment a person might have. And so once we were able to determine that there were these things going on, then the owner of the business was able to say, how can I be more thoughtful and considerate of this situation? What is it that I can do to help this person, instead of just going straight into a blaming kind of mindset, which never gets us where we want to be. So, and that was in an employment situation. So imagine the same thing, when we're a parent and we're dealing with our kids, and we see a certain behavior, and the first thing that comes to our mind is that we want that behavior to stop, of course. And usually because it's not convenient for us, and it's uncooperative, or whatever the word might be, right? And so, but when we get down into the deeper issue of it, when we're able to be perceptive, when we're able to have clarity of insight as it describes it here, we're able to see that maybe this child's emotional development hasn't gotten here, or maybe there were some other issues. When we're dealing with babies and they can't talk, everybody knows that they're hungry, they're wet, they're tired. We have that list of things. Maybe they're uncomfortable in some way, and that's why they're doing all this screaming and yelling. And so we become perceptive in that matter, and then we're able to act out in a different way. So as our kids get older, they may say one thing. They may say, the thing that hurts parents the most is when a child screams out, "I hate you," and we don't want to hear that, of course. But the question that our perceptiveness allows us to look deeper. Okay, what is going on here? What is it that is bothering this person? And so, understanding how to gain this and develop this virtue of perceptiveness is important for all of us, and it's something that's important for our kids too. So I'm just going to consider one thing here in dealing with perceptiveness, or maybe two. But first of all, as there's a quote that we have on our website that I want to just read because I think it nails it. It certainly nails a part of this. Only in quiet waters do things mirror themselves undistorted. Only in a quiet mind is adequate perception of the world. So one of the first steps is that slowing down, not having that immediate reaction that so many times is triggered by some behavior or whatever, and our own personal beliefs and thoughts. And so that distorted thinking, negative thinking, the negative beliefs that we have that many times are not true, even though we're looking at reality, there's something bigger. The bigger picture is what we have to slow down and look at. So I just want to add this one thing to this. It's something that I've learned just recently, and I say in the last couple of years, that I think is a critical way of determining the situations that we're in and what's right and how to make good choices. And that is this: what are you feeling? So when a situation comes up and we are feeling really good about it, we can be sure that our perception of that situation is based on our being in harmony with the universe, being in harmony with our inner being, being in harmony with who we truly are and what is truly right for us. When we look at a situation or something that's been said or whatever, and we're feeling frustrated, or we're feeling angry, or we're feeling enraged, or we're feeling depressed, we can be sure that we're not in harmony with our inner being, with our true selves. We're not mirroring our souls. And this requires that we do slow down to really think about this. And when we slow down, it helps to clear our mind and reset our mind so that we come into more harmony with and in unity with our inner being, with our true selves, with who we really are, and who how the universe is seeing things. The universe doesn't look at our child when it's misbehaving and say, I don't like you anymore, right? It just doesn't say that, because it's unconditional love. And when we get right down to it, all of us have that not only ability, but that's who we really are. We want to give unconditional love, and we get triggered by these negative things, that beliefs and thoughts and all those things that go on. So perceptiveness begins with, I believe anyway, slowing down into awareness and mirroring our souls, mirroring who we really are. Because only when we slow down and we quiet our mind in meditation, in prayerfulness, in taking time to reflect, only then can we see who we truly are and see others as they truly are. So that's my thoughts today about perceptiveness. I know I went a little bit long today, but this is a really big item, and We want to perceive ourselves as well as others in a way that demonstrates that sort of unconditional love for each other. So that's it. Thank you very much for being here. Practice this virtue of perceptiveness today. And in the future, of course, along with all the other virtues and the 4 C's of successful families, and that is clarity, communication, consistency, and community. All right, everybody, until next time. Bye.